business Chinese course at Beijing Language and Culture University to help you improve your career.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Can you guys hear me? This is Angela from Beijing Language and Culture University. Hello,
This is
everyone.
Iris.
Hello, everyone. If you guys can hear us, can type something in the chatting box by the side, right side of your screen. 可以，好。Nice to talk to you. You can introduce yourself a little bit. We don't have a lot of students in our classroom right now. Which country you are from? Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's afternoon here in Beijing, but I don't know, where are you from? And you guys can introduce yourself a little bit in the chatting box. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our online info section. Today we're going to introduce our BLCU online Chinese programs. And also we have a summer discount right now, like before July the 5th, we have 20% off for most of our group classes. So, hi. From Indonesia. Okay. Oh, also come from Indonesia. Welcome. So Indonesia is 1 hour time difference. Is that right? Like 4 p.m.? Good afternoon. Kazakhstan. Oh, welcome. Welcome. All right. So before we start today's info section, if you have WeChat, here is a QR code on the screen here. This is our WeChat group. So if you would like to get more information later, you can scan the QR code to join our online Chinese course WeChat group if you have WeChat. And today we're going to introduce our online Chinese programs and also the discount policy. From Philippines, welcome, and Thailand. All right. Indonesia, okay, we have a lot of friends coming from Indonesia. So have you learned any Chinese before? And yeah, why would you like to learn Chinese? So today is the info section. So I will start first to introduce the courses that we have. And I am basically in charge of the General Chinese and HSK course. So I will introduce a little bit about HSK and the HSK course that we have. And later, Miss Aris, she is in charge for our business Chinese courses. So she will introduce some information about business Chinese course and also what's the difference between general Chinese and business Chinese. And then, so later you can choose the suitable course according to our introduction and register for the course and get the 20% off before July the 5th. All right, so yeah, it's time now. So, 因为在中国公司工作, okay. So then I will go ahead to start because our time is quite limited. If you have any question during our introduction, you can just leave a message in the chatting box. I think Iris later have like a little like show of how do we do for the online course. So after Iris teaching, like you can like start your microphone and also read after us. All right, I will go ahead to start. If you have any question, just leave a message. So I will start with the introduction of our university. I think if you come to today's online event, you may already know our university, Beijing Language and Culture University, or in Chinese is Beijing 语言大学. And for short, we say BLCU, so Beijing Language and Culture University. We are a university directly under the Ministry of Education of China, and we are well known as the mini United Nations because we are the first university teaching Chinese to foreign students. And also, we are the only university of its kind in China that specializes in offering Chinese language and culture courses to foreign students. Also, in the area of teaching Chinese as foreign language and the promotion of Chinese culture, BLCU has the longest history, the largest size, and the most well-qualified academic faculty. And since our university founding, we have trained some 220,000 foreign students from 189 countries and regions. So that's our university. And for us, we are from the Continuing Education College of Beijing Language and Culture University. For our courses, we focusing more on online courses, and for online Chinese courses, Chinese teacher training, and also Chinese culture courses. And we have trained some like 10,000 overseas paid students from more than 110 countries and regions around the world. So here goes the difference for BLCU. Of course, we have degree or non-degree intensive courses, and those are offline courses. You should register from the admission office of the university, and this is their website. And for us, we only offer non-degree programs and for part-time learning and also for online learning. So our courses we are going to introduce today is more suitable for like part-time learning. You have your own job, you have your own like university courses to take, and you want to learn some Chinese in your spare time for online at your house or like at your work, wherever you got an internet, you can have our courses. All right, here is a list for all of our online programs. And today we are more focusing on the Chinese language courses. So those are the parts that we have. The largest part is the Chinese language courses. And also we have Chinese culture course. Those are like self-study course. And also we have Chinese teacher training course. So if your Chinese is higher than HSK 5 or more than that, you want to become a Chinese teacher in the future, you can also choose our Chinese teacher training courses. It's also online. And also you have an organization, institution, or company, you would like to have a training like designed for your employees. We also have a corporate training course for institutions and organizations. But today, we will more focusing on introduce our online Chinese language courses for individuals. So here goes our choices. The first one is General Chinese. General Chinese courses follow the HSK requirements, and we have two choices. You can either join a group or study one-on-one. Also, we have Business Chinese course. If you learning Chinese more related to work or business usage, you can choose this course. For Business Chinese, we have different levels. You can start from beginner's level until advanced level. And also for Business Chinese, you have three choices. The first one is group class. And also you can do one-on-one. And for Business Chinese, we also have a choice for self-study. And next two courses, they are all related to business, like Chinese for international trade, Chinese for e-commerce. Those two are like short course, like 12 weeks or 12 weeks course to help you improve your Chinese related to that special topic. And for international trade course, you have three choices: group class, one-on-one, and self-study. And for e-commerce, you have group class or one-on-one, just live classes. So those are Chinese courses for adults. So if you have kids who like to learn Chinese, I mean like younger students from 6 to 16, they would like to study Chinese too. We have Chinese classes for children and youth too. We have one-on-one and we can do group class, but you need to self-organize a group. Like you have like some friends, their kids are learning together, or like your kids have like classmates who like to study together. We can also do like group class for your self-organized group. All right. And if the previous courses, you don't want to study with that, you have your own learning material, you want the teacher to prepare the course according to your book, your learning material, you can choose this one, tailor-made Chinese classes. That is just a customized one-on-one. All right, so those are the choices for our courses. And about the discount. So for those courses, all of the group classes, we have a 20% off right now until July the 5th, which is next weekend, next Sunday. So if you want to get more information, you can also check our website. Here is the website, www.eblcu.com/sale. You can check the information for the discount. And also from the website, if you want to know more about the detail of the course, you just click the name of the course. You can get into the course page and check the information. And if you want to pay for the course and register for it, just go ahead to the website, click the name of the course you want, and then you will find a pay button from the our like website. Yeah, and most of our Chinese language courses that is based on a 12 weeks learning mode. So the fee or like the tuition fee we listed later and also on the website is based on a 12 weeks course. Of course, because we have the discount right now, if you want to register for more, like two courses, like two 12 weeks course or three 12 weeks course, is also possible for that. You can use it later. All right. And if you have any question, you can just leave a message. So right now I will start my introduction about HSK. So before my introduction, I would like to know whether you had HSK test before and what is your HSK level? Is anybody had HSK before? Or are you plan to take HSK in the future? Oh, HSK 4, HSK 5. Oh, your Chinese is quite good. Anyone else? Or is there anyone haven't heard about HSK before? HSK 5. Oh, okay. A first time on to take HSK test. Okay. All right. So my first question actually is how to measure someone's Chinese proficiency. If you study English, I'm talking in English right now, but my mother tongue is Chinese. If you want to measure your English proficiency, usually you can take like IELTS or TOEFL to measure your English proficiency. But for Chinese, we have this standard Chinese proficiency test, which we call it HSK. So H standard for 汉语, S stands for 水平, and K stands for 考试. So HSK, 汉语水平考试 Chinese proficiency test. That's the standard Chinese proficiency test for foreign students. Okay, so this HSK test actually starts from our university, Beijing Language and Culture University, in 1984, and was officially made a national standardized test in 1992. And right now, most of the test centers, we are taking HSK, like 6 levels of HSK. That HSK exam we currently use have been used since 2009. So that's the basic information for HSK. So before 2009, the Chinese proficiency test was divided into 3 stages and 11 levels. That is the one originally start from our university, and at that time, it was quite difficult for beginners, like for elementary learners. But after 2009, it was changed to the 6 levels that we are now very familiar with. And start from 2022, the HSK levels, they add 7 to 9 levels to the HSK1 on top of HSK1 to 6. Right now. So most of the test centers, they are taking this right now. So from HSK 1 to 6 is the original one, which we call it HSK 2.0. And they added 7 to 9 on top of 1 to 6, but 1 to 6 is still the most common HSK test. And this year, HSK 3.0 is undergoing. So it's like a trial operations at some of the test centers. It's still not fully like operates right now. But currently, most test centers, they're still using HSK 2.0 right now, which our HSK course are following. But if there is any information about that, about the change of HSK, we will let you know too. All right, here is the requirement for the HSK test. You can see here goes the levels. So HSK 1 consider as beginner's level, and HSK 6 consider as like the highest level of HSK 2.0. And HSK 7 to 9, that is the new level we added. Okay, so the requirements of vocabulary and characters, Chinese characters, already listed here. You can take a picture if you want. And also, right now, HSK test also requires an oral test, like HSKK, so 口语, that K represents for 口语. So starting from HSK 3, you not only need to take a written test, you also need to take an oral test. We also did an introduction about that earlier, like I think it's last year. So you can also watch the recording for that from our website too. So right now for HSK 1 and 2, it's just written test, that's straightforward. HSK 3, you need to take HSKK 初级, which is HSKK elementary. And HSK 4, you need to take HSKK intermediate. And for HSK 5 and 6, both of the two levels, you need to take HSKK 高级, advanced level. All right, so that's the information for an HSK test. And my next topic is what Chinese level do I need to reach? Like a lot of students ask me about that question before. Like I'm learning Chinese right now. I'm planning to learn Chinese. And what Chinese level do I need to reach? I would say for different usage requires different HSK levels. For example, if you want to live here in China for like just daily life usage, you don't want to use it for work, for academic study, no, just for daily usage. Actually, you don't need if you live here in Beijing or Shanghai or Guangzhou in large cities. A lot of people, if you work in an international like company environment, English is totally enough. But if you live in a country and you don't know anything about the language and culture, is quite it's such a pity for you. And also you are not going to explore some local things like local food, local place of interest to visit. So yeah, for a daily life, I will say you need an HSK 3 for daily conversation like buying things, ordering food, like take a taxi, like take subway to somewhere. Yeah, usually HSK 3 or slightly higher than that is enough. And if your goal is study in a university here in China or work here in China, that will have a higher requirements for your Chinese level. So I would say HSK 3 to 6 depends on different university or company requirements. Usually, if you want to apply for Chinese government or university scholarships, you need an HSK 4 plus for levels for right now. But it depends on which university or which program you are applying for. And if you want to work totally in Chinese language, I would say at least you need HSK 5, HSK 5, 6, or higher level. You can hold a fluent Chinese in workplace. All right, that's more like the most common usage for the language. But some of the students, they would like to become an expert of Chinese language. That's why they have HSK 7 to 9 right now. That is designed for an expert of Chinese language usage. So if you want to study like Chinese language related fields, you are like a graduate student, you are a professional involved in academic research, economy, culture, technology, anything, you want to read those kind of essays, articles, resources that in Chinese language for professional usage, then you need HSK 7 to 9. Like if you don't need that, a lot of students asking me, they are quite anxious. I can't get HSK 7 to 9. What should I do? You don't need really if you just want to basically study and work here in China, not to read academic like articles using Chinese language, then HSK 6, 1 to 6 should be the one you are looking for. All right. So next question I'm going to introduce is like some students ask me, do I need to take the HSK test. I would say that depends on your goal, your learning goal. So, yeah, you can let us know what is your learning goal for like learning Chinese. You can type it. Oh, I saw someone says the slice is not shown on your screen. Is that okay for anyone else? The 教汉语, you want to be a Chinese teacher? Okay. Everybody, can you see my slices on the screen? Works okay? Oh, all right. Okay. All right. You can type like what is your goal for learning Chinese? Why do you want to learn? I want to become a Mandarin teacher. Okay. All right. Anyone else have other goals for learning Chinese? All right, so here I listed some like goals, like most common goals for students for learning Chinese. The first one is learning Chinese purely for interest. A lot of students like just want to learn a new language, want to challenge themselves learning Chinese. Or you learn Chinese for daily life usage. You want to live here in China, or you're already here in China. You want to like know more about the local culture. You want to speak a little Chinese to local people. So for the first two purpose, I would say to take an HSK test can be a yes, can be a no, because you can use HSK as a self-evaluation. So you know what your level is right now. So you can set up goals for yourself using different HSK levels, because that is a scientific measure for a language. But if you just like learning Chinese for daily usage or for fun, you don't really need a certificate for that, but you can also use it for self-evaluation and help you learning Chinese and set up like little goals, like step by step. And the third one is international students that applying for admission, graduation, and also scholarship evaluation in China. That would be a yes. So usually, if you want to become an international student in China, you really need an HSK test score. So, and also they have relatively higher requirements if you want to get a scholarship. So HSK 4 or higher level is required. Usually depends on different universities. And number 4, if you want to get like course credits that related to Chinese languages, depends on different universities. It can be a yes or no. For some of the university, especially if your major is related to Chinese or language, so if you get an HSK score, it can use for like your course credits. So yeah, in that case, you can also take the HSK test. And number 5, if you want to apply for new jobs in China that are related to like industries using Chinese, I would say a yes. So if you have a HSK certificate when you're looking up for a new job, that will make your resume looks more attractive. Like I have a HSK 5, I have a HSK 6, I have a HSK 4, I can speak fluent Chinese. That will definitely help you or definitely help the HR of that company to give you a higher score for maybe interview or something like that. And last one, you already like work here in China or like a job that related to China, and you want to get promotions for that job. Do I need to take HSK test? I would say yes or no. Because you already get a job, you're already working in the area that related to China or Chinese. The ability to use the Chinese at work correctly or fluently use in your working area is more important than the HSK certificate itself. The real ability is more important if you're already working in the industry that related to China or Chinese. So I would say it's a yes or no for HSK test itself. Okay, so here goes the my introduction about the HSK test. Then my next question is, how can our eBLCU.com, our department can help you prepare for HSK. So here goes our online HSK course we are using the HSK standard course. And our course cover HSK 1 to 6. That is for more common usage of HSK, not for like academic usage. So, but we divided HSK 1 to 6 into 14 levels or stages. So here goes the blue boxes from 1 to 14 that represent for our general Chinese and general graded Chinese or GGC levels. Each of the blue column here in the picture represent for a 12 weeks course of our online Chinese course. So it's a 12 weeks course with one class per week. And yes, we are a part-time learning course. And one class is about 1 hour, 50 minutes to 1 hour per class. And as I said before, we have two choices for the HSK course. You can do a group class, study together with a small group of students starting from 3 to 10 students in a group, like relatively small groups. And also you can choose to have it one-on-one, just you and the teacher, but they are the same learning material and learning mood. And right now we have 20% off for the 12 weeks HSK group class. So originally price is 1,680 China yuan or RMB, and right now the price is 1,344 RMB, so 20% off until July the 5th. So if you're interested in this course, you can go ahead to this website and click the General Graded Chinese or HSK course to register for our online HSK course. All right. That's all for my introduction that related to HSK, and Miss Aris will start her introduction about our business Chinese course.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Iris from BLCU, and I will introduce the business Chinese or the workplace Chinese classes. Can you guys hear me? Is that clear, my voice? Can you hear me? You can type yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you all. And by the way, you can turn on your microphone if you want to read with me together. I will introduce some business Chinese tips and the sentences later. First of all, my presentation will cover three topics. The first one is what is business Chinese? And the second one is why do you need to learn business Chinese class? And the third topic is what is the difference between business Chinese or workplace Chinese and HSK classes. And here is my WeChat. If you want to get more details about workplace Chinese classes and want to contact me for maybe some other informations about business Chinese, you can add my WeChat if you have a WeChat. And this is my Instagram. If you have a IG, you can follow my channel. I will share some free short videos and pictures, photos at IG. You can follow my channel. And here we go. So please, first of all, let's look at some of the situations you may have. So here are some cases and some students of our classes. And the first lady is Samantha from the Mexico. And she said she is a college student. There are some Chinese enterprises in her city, so she wants to find a job related to China after graduation. Uh, she knows that if she can speak some Chinese, that would be better and would be easier to find a job which is related to China. So, which course is right for her? So, this is the case from this Mensa. And the second gentleman is Alex from Russia. He said, I have learned some of Chinese and passed HSK 3. I guess maybe some of you already passed HSK 3, right? And I work in an international trade company and need to communicate with Chinese customers. Although they all speak English, I feel that speaking Chinese will help my clients trust my company more. That is quite important. Makes your customer trust your company and you, actually. But I don't understand a lot of words in the work documents. How can I improve my Chinese at work? And how can I write emails to Chinese customers more formally and politely? And the next one is Andy from Indonesia. Today we have a lot of students from Indonesia, right? So maybe Andy's story is similar to your situations. So Andy said, I studied in China for 4 years, so my Chinese is good. After graduation, I returned to Indonesia to work. Now my boss and some of my colleagues are Chinese. Although my Chinese is okay, I still find it is difficult at work. I often cannot understand exactly what they mean and what I need to do. So there are often misunderstandings at work. What should I do? So if you also have some difficulties or problems at the speaking or writing and the cross-cultural misunderstanding at your work with your maybe Chinese colleagues, Chinese customers, or Chinese boss, maybe our business Chinese or workplace Chinese classes will help you solve these problems. So we have three courses here. The first one is business Chinese, and the second one is Chinese for international trade. And another new courses this year is Chinese for e-commerce. So if you're a totally beginner And if you are working or willing to find a work related to China, then business Chinese is better for you because business Chinese can start it from the zero, from the very beginning, from pinyin, pronunciation, and some very basic dialogues and conversations, and then move to the higher level step by step. And if you're working or aiming to enter the international trade or e-commerce industry, and you have a foundation in Chinese, for example, you have already passed the HSK 3, then Chinese for international trade and e-commerce Chinese is better for you. Here, HSK 3 doesn't mean this course is designed only for the students with HSK 3 level. That means you need at least has the HSK 3 level or higher level. It's better to take the international trade and e-commerce. And for the business one, you can start from very beginning from level 1 to level 9. The level 9 may be equal to the HSK 6, 5 or 6, I think. So from the beginner to advanced level, but you don't need to from the very beginning. If you are not a beginner, we can take a level test first to make sure your level and choose the suitable level to start your classes. The business Chinese will cover the necessary vocabulary, communication skills, and the culture in the Chinese-speaking work environment. Here is one of the sample of the business Chinese level 5, maybe the intermediate level of the business. You can look at the topics here. You will learn how to introduce your business, introduce your company, your factory, if your company have one factory, and how to introduce your product to your customer, and how to discuss your plan to your customer. And if you meet some problems at your cooperation, how to discuss and solve the problem with the clients. And also, you can also learn the conversation and dialogues about how to discussing the contract with your customer. So that is the business one. And for the international trade, Chinese will more focus on the international trade industry. There are also 12 topics for this course from the beginning, how to find your Chinese customer and build a relationship with your Chinese customer, and then move to how to discuss the price, the payment method, signing a contract, and the shipment, sending your products to the China or to Indonesia or other countries. And if you have some problem, how to solve the problem. And if you have a successful cooperation, how to have a meeting or banquet, and how to say some words during the banquet. That is the international trade one. And for the new courses this year, that is e-commerce Chinese, that is quite different from the business one and the international trade one. You will study some maybe very professional topics on e-commerce topic, like how to adding your products in the platform, like Alibaba website or Shopee website, or Amazon apps website, and the platform, the e-commerce platform policy, how to abstract or more customers to your shop. So that is and also the logistics settings. That is the e-commerce Chinese course. And then I will show you some examples why you need to study business Chinese, even though you already passed the HSK, maybe 3 or 4 levels. That is different from the business one and the general one, because the general Chinese one is mainly about the daily life conversations. But the business one, which is the more formally expressions, maybe you can use at the business occasion or workplace occasion, more formally occasions. So if you, with the course, you will be able to communicate to your Chinese like staff, clients, suppliers, partners, and other people from China you will work with. And you can look at here, the left part is the general Chinese one. You surely you already know the sentences here is how to say hello, goodbye, thank you, and sorry, right? It's 你好, 再见, 谢谢, and 对不起. But at formal occasions, we have formal expressions for this. So do you know how to say 你好 in a formal way? Who knows the formal way? 谁知道怎么说? And how to say 再见 in a formal way, and 谢谢对不起 in a more formal way. Do you know how to say that? 知道吗? Okay, here's the answer. You can say 幸会 instead of 你好. 幸会 means nice to meet you, hello, nice to meet you, but that is more formal than 你好. You can say also, of course, you can say 你好 to everyone, no matter the friends or boss and colleagues, partners, that is okay. But 幸会 is for someone at your work occasions. You meet for the first time, you can shake hands with him or her and say 幸会幸会. And for goodbye, we have another better way. That is 慢走 means take care, take care. 慢走 instead of 再见. And 谢谢, you can also say 辛苦了 means 辛苦 actually it means you really did a hard work. But here maybe English translation is I really appreciate. I really thank you for that, for doing this for me. 辛苦了. And sorry, 对不起. Another better way, a formal way is 请见谅. Please forgive me. Okay, maybe now you can turn on your microphone and read with me. Okay, please read together with me. The first one is 幸会. Okay, please read with me. 幸会. Don't be so shy. Please turn on your microphone. You passed the HSK. I saw your message here. It's HSK 5 or 4. You can turn on your microphone and read with me. The first one is 幸会. Please. 幸会. Okay.
幸会.
And oh, good. Thank you. And the second one is 慢走. 慢走. Okay. And the third one, next one is 辛苦了. 辛苦了. Okay, good. And the last one is 请见谅. 请见谅. Okay, great. So, good. So that is the difference between the general Chinese and the business Chinese. Next, in addition to speaking, in our course, we also covers the writing part. That is how to write some Chinese letters, documents, or some messages to your customers. Here, I will share email example to you. For a Chinese formal email, usually it consists of 4 main parts, which is the first one, that is the blue one, is salutation part. The main difference here between with the English one is that here after the title, that is a Chinese column, not an English comma here. It's not this one. It's 2 dots here. That is the main difference. And after the salutation, the second part is the body of the email. That is, you will write and introduce your purpose to write this email, why you would like to write email to your customers. And the quite important here is that for each line, you need to have 2 characters space at the beginning of each sentence. So that is the difference. And the third part is the closing. You need to add some sentence or short expressions to show your politeness. And the fourth part is the signature. That is quite similar with the English email. You need to write down your company, your name, your title, and the date. And here is the sample example of the very good Chinese email. Here, the salutation is 尊敬的 blah blah 先生 or 女士. 先生 is the sir, gentleman. 女士 is the madam. 尊敬的 means the dear or honorable. 尊敬的 someone. And the opening, usually you need to start with 您好。感谢您在百忙中查阅此邮件. Thank you for taking the time to read the email. And for the body, it depends on your goal or your purpose. 请尽快确认. Please confirm the documents. Please reply to our maybe quotation, or please check the materials as the attachments. So that is the body part. And the closing part, we usually use this short sentence. It's 祝好, best wishes, best regards. 祝 is to hope. 好 is good. Hope everything goes well with you or your company. And the last part is signature. So in our courses, we will help you to improve your workplace or formal speaking part and the writing part. And in addition to the speaking and the writing part, we will also introduce about some workplace culture to avoid the culture conflict at the work. So I share some sentences, maybe, probably you will hear, or you may hear from your Chinese boss or Chinese leader. So when your Chinese boss says these sentences, he or she really means. The first sentence is 我建议. That means I suggest something. But Is that the real suggestion from your boss? You can guess. And the second sentence is 这件事先放一放. Leave the matter for some time to consider. I need to consider it for maybe a few days or later. We can discuss it. But she or he really means she will consider the plan or the thing. That is a question. And the third one, 你觉得他怎么样? Your boss was asking your opinion about another one. What does she or he mean? And the last one is 最近在忙什么? What are you doing recently? Did she or he really care what you are doing recently? What does he or she mean? So you can say that if you only from the literally meaning from this sentence, maybe there are some culture shock from you and your Chinese colleagues or boss or customer. Actually, it has another meaning. I suggest that 我建议, it means you should do it. That is an order, not a suggestion. And 这件事先放一放 doesn't mean I will consider it later. It means I don't agree with that. Stop asking. And the next one, what do you think about him, of him? 你觉得他怎么样? It means your boss don't think he is good. So don't get too close to this person. And the last one, 最近在忙什么? What are you doing recently? It means I see you slacking off. Haven't you been doing anything lately? Maybe you're watching movies or listen music during the working hours and your boss saw that. So he is not unhappy with that. So that is the culture, intercultural things, matters. So in our course, we will help you or introduce some culture things and help you to avoid these conflicts maybe you will meet in your work. So if you are planning to engage in Chinese related job or need to speak with Chinese customers, or you are already worked in a Chinese company and need to understand more Chinese culture, our business Chinese and international trade Chinese and e-commerce Chinese classes will help you with that. And now we have 20% off before the 5th July. In this course, you will get one free placement test first to help you choose the right level and start classes, and 12 live sessions, one live class per week, 12 weeks in total, and 2 hours of video lessons, pre-class video lessons or PDF materials. And homework and feedback to your homework and recordings for each live classes in case you cannot take one of the live class, and the certificate issued by BLCU after completing the course. And you can register and get more information from our website here. Here the price list. We have 3 course options. The first one is self-study course. Here is the price. There are no live classes included for self-study. You just watch videos yourself and finish homework. The second one is standard course. That is a group class. You will study with others, usually 4 or 5 classes to get classmates together. And now we have 20% off for the group class. That is the discount price now. And if you don't want to share your practice time with others, you just need one-on-one practice with teacher, you can also choose VIP course. And here, that is the website. You can check our website and book a free trial class from our system. And this is my Wechat, and we still have a business Wechat group. I will share some tips of the business Chinese learning. And here is my IG. You can scan the QR code if you have one. And all the classes will be started in July. So 1 week, after 1 week, you can start your classes. So that's all for the business and workplace Chinese classes. Thank you all.
All right. So yeah, because some of the students leave some messages about questions of our policy and different courses. So I would take some time to like answer your questions and also introduce more about our discount policy. So on the screen here is the HSK standard course, which for group class, 12 weeks learning group class, we have a discount right now. So the discounted price is 1,344 RMB. That is for one 12 weeks course. For one 12 weeks course, how much you will learn, please check this picture. So one of the blue column represent for a 12 weeks course. For example, where is my? For example, if you want to start from very beginning and you want to reach HSK3 level, that means you need to finish our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courses to reach HSK3 from very beginning. And for another example, if right now you are HSK3, you want to study for HSK4, then you need to study our level 6 and 7, which are 12 weeks course to finish the whole HSK4. And as the level goes up for higher HSK levels, it requires a slightly longer learning time than lower HSK, but just refers to the picture here. One of the blue column represent for 112 weeks course, and the corresponding HSK levels are down there in this picture. You can take a picture of it if you don't know the details. All right, though that is for the HSK courses, and we have 20% off for the group class now, and a lot of students asking about like what is the learning mood, what should we do for next step. So next step for all of our courses the same. Which course you are interested in, you just go ahead to the website here, www.eblcu.com/sale, and choose the course, and then register and pay first. And then you need to do a level test. If you want to either do HSK course or business Chinese course, we need to understand your level first. Then we can give you the correct course. You don't need to start from very beginning if you're already HSK 4, right? So you need to contact me or Aris for a level test. And then after that, you need to let us know what is your available class time. And then we will arrange a suitable group for you. You need to wait for your group start, like usually 1 to 4 weeks after registration before your course starts. And then when we have enough students, we can start the course. We will let you know, and we will discuss within the group and finalize the study time. And once the course starts, the class time will be the same day, same time for the whole 12 weeks. So yeah, and then you do the 12 weeks learning. For HSK course, we are following this textbooks, which published by our university press. And for each week, you have 1 hour live class with a teacher. And before the class, you need to preview the learning material. We will provide you PDF learning materials, and you need to preview it. And also, there are listening things you need to also listen to that and study by yourself, get prepared for the class. And then after class, you will have some homework, which is like writing or maybe listening. Like you need to finish it between the 2 classes and submit the homework before next week's lesson to the teacher, and the teacher will correct you. And then after 12 weeks learning, you have a final exam. If you pass it, you can apply for a certificate from our university to prove like what course you had and like which course you finished, kind of like that. Yeah. So that is for it. And also similar for business Chinese course, like we still have 20% off for the standard version, called standard version, but it's group class. Yeah, and right now 20% off. Original price is 1,800, and right now is 1,530 RMB. And for business Chinese, if you register for it, after registration and paid, you need to contact ARIS for level test. So we can arrange you like a suitable course for you. We have different levels for like business Chinese too. And for international trade course, and also for e-commerce course, if you register for that, the price is the same as the business Chinese course. If you pay that, you also need to contact ARIS, so ARIS can start the course for you. Although you may not need a level test for it, but it's better you can have a call with ARIS so we can confirm, because for e-commerce and the international trade course, which requires at least HSK 3 or higher level to study the course. They have some professional like sentences or like expressions to learn in the courses, and we won't start from like basic things, Chinese language things like HSK 102. We won't do that for these courses. So it's better you also need to like schedule a time with ARIS for a level test after registration. And then I will also like to introduce a little bit more about our children and youth course. Like if you have kids from 6 to 16, you want your kids to have like Chinese classes at an early age. Like the earlier you start a language, the easier you will get it to. Like you will see for younger students to take shorter time to study, let's say similar like Chinese languages or other languages than adult students. So yeah, if you would like to take Kids Chinese course, we also have 20% off for our self-organized groups. Yeah, so if you have like I'm sorry, the price is like wrong. Eris is typing the correct one. This is wrong. The original price is 3,600 RMB for 30 classes, self-organized group. So that means you need to have at least 3 students together to register for this course. And the price right now is 2,880 RMB for 30 classes for Kids Chinese. Yep. That's all for it. Yeah, for Kids Chinese, we will use this. Those are pictures for our Kids Chinese classes. We use more pictures, stories, like games to help the students learning Chinese in a fun way to learn. Okay, so here goes our discounted prices for different Chinese courses like HSK course, Business Chinese, Chinese for International Trade, e-commerce, and also for Kids Chinese. And you just go ahead to our website, www.eblcu.com/sell to register for it. And do we have a registration deadline? No, we don't. We are rolling throughout the year. But the discount will end on July the 5th, which is next Sunday. So if you want to get the 20% off, you can register before July the 5th to get the discounted price. And if you register for a group class, like the discounted courses are all group class, you need to wait for 1 to 4 weeks after registration until we can form up a suitable group for you. So that means if you register right now, before the end of July, you can start your course. So if you would like to know a day of starting your course, that's probably the date. And also, if you would like to have one-on-one course, you can start right away, like usually within 1 week after registration. And for class time, we are offering online courses, so it's slightly flexible than offline courses, and we design for like part-time learning too. So we have teachers working from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. Beijing time, 7 days a week. So for group class, you need to discuss. We have a discussion within the group to finalize the class time. We depends on where are the students coming from and their available time. So yeah, so that's the class time. And if you are not sure which course is suitable for me right now, or I can't decided right now to choose a course, I would like to know my level first. You can also sign up for 20 minutes free trial class and listen to our teachers' advice one-on-one. So here is our website, www.eblcu.com, and you just click the sign up here, and then you click the free trial by the right side of the page to choose a time for a free trial, 20 minutes free trial class with me or Iris to get some academic advice of learning Chinese. All right. And also for cooperative training, if you have an institution or organization would like to learn Chinese together, you can also contact us for customized course. Okay, so yeah, this is the 20% off time and before July the 5th. And our contact information, this is my email and WeChat ID and also Aries WeChat and email. You can scan the QR code to add us, or you can also scan the QR code here to join our group, and we will share more information later. Yep, so that's all for my introduction today. Yep, do you have any other questions? You can leave a message if you have. Carl says, can you re-enroll the general graded Chinese and Chinese for children and youth with zero Chinese background? Of course, yes. For let me go back to the course introduction page. Oh my God, what happened with this? Yeah, for business Chinese, general Chinese course, and also Chinese for kids, you can all start from very beginning. Let me go back to here, the courses page. Okay, so here we go. For this one, and this one, you can start from very beginning until advanced level. Oh, okay. But only for international trade and e-commerce, you require a certain Chinese level. But other than that, you can start from zero. Now the HSK 3.0, yes, still follow the old HSK because the new HSK haven't start fully in all like test centers. But it doesn't matter really which is 2.0 or 3.0. Yeah, you just need to start from where you are right now, like what level you are right now to improve your Chinese levels. Is that right? No matter it's like 3.0 or 2.0, you all need to start from where you are. Just the new HSK requires like a higher level, more vocabulary for each levels, but you still need to study from like you are in right now. Yep. Any other questions? I think I saw someone asking about the textbooks questions. You can scan the QR code to add here. You can scan the QR code to add Miss Aris. If you want to know more about the press, BLCU press information, and also like about the textbooks information, so you can add Aris. And we don't want to talk it right now because this is for the courses, online courses section. All right. Any
Okay,
other questions?
yeah, I got a question for the e-commerce course, right? Is yes, the all of our course is about the language course. We don't teach any professional knowledge about the e-commerce, about the international trade and the business. We just introduce the language part, like how to communicate with your customer and how to introduce your products and how to describe for the e-commerce, especially how to describe your products and adding your product to the platform and how to answer your customers' answers with Chinese and how to do the customer service in Chinese language. So we don't teach professional knowledge or any e-commerce knowledge, just the language part. That is the course. Okay, so I think that we answered all the questions already here.
All right, so one more time, don't forget we have the 20% off until July the 5th. And don't forget to check more information on our website, www.eblcu.com/sale. And you can register the course and pay for it all online. Yeah, we are an online course and you register for the course online and you can pay it online with credit card. If you're in China, you can use Alipay or Wechat Pay too from our website. All right, so that's pretty much all for right now if you don't have other questions. And wish you have a nice weekend. Bye guys. 再见。
拜拜，再见，拜
Bye.
拜。